Hello YouTubers, take number 255. Yes, I've been at this, the light is going for quite some time, so I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet, and the blooming camera keeps going out of focus, which is doing my nut. Anyway, 3 years. It's been 3 years since my last video, which was the GoPro update. I did get a GoPro, but I just didn't have any videos to do with it, so that's why I didn't do any update videos with that. But I did get one and I sold it. So there you go. But anyway, right, you guys have been messaging me and commenting on what I've been doing, why aren't I doing any more videos, am I alright? And because of your continued support, the fact that I've got 1,416 subscribers quite amazes me. So I thought, out of respect for you guys, I would do a video just to let you know what's going on and what has happened and where I am going in the future. So what happened? Kodak happened. Yep, that's right. If you look at my videos, which I've been staring at for the last hour and a half, there is a desperation in the last set of videos. Basically 7 years ago I did no more Kodak cameras, and you guys know what happened. They had to stop a lot of things, and doing the cameras, the video cameras, was one of them. And basically they said to me, we can't send you any more cameras anymore because we're not making them, but would you be interested in printers? And I was like, well, printers are nice, but I don't think the people that watch my videos would actually be interested in them. So I think, thank you very much, but I'm going to have to go my separate way, sort of thing. But, and I've got to say, I was quite gutted that they stopped just at the time that they were going to do the Kodak ZI-12. Because I thought that that would be the game changer. I thought that that would be their best camera ever. And I was right. Kind of. I have been wanting to say this for 7 years, and I was told that I wasn't allowed. And I sort of thought to myself, well, 7 years is a long time to wait. And so I thought, well, I think it's all right to say it now, because, you know, the people that were around 7 years ago that were sending me the cameras to review and stuff like that, they're not even working for Kodak anymore, and Kodak is just a different thing now, but doing the same kind of stuff. So basically, I think as appreciation from them to me for all the videos that I'd done, and I've got to say, out of all the cameras that I've had of that type, the Kodak ones were the best. And I've still got a load of Kodak ones which are up there, because they were just a great set of cameras and I really did like them, and I still do. But as appreciation from them, they said to me, do you want a pre-production ZI-12? And I was like, hell yeah, thank you very much. So they gave me one. And there it is. They said, do you want a white one or a black one? I was like, I have a black one, thank you. And so for 7 years, I have had this. And I really, really, really wanted to review it. But they said, no, you can't review it because it's a pre-production unit and we can't sell them. So there's no point in you reviewing it. Now, Fishy Comics contacted me about maybe a year later and said that they were selling them on Amazon. But because I already had one, I didn't really need to get one. So yeah, I got the ZI-12 and I used it. I've used it on some of my videos that I've done, but I just haven't been able to review it. Now, because it is a pre-production unit, the firmware wasn't finalised. So I have had quite a few issues with it. The sound would go, sometimes it just turned itself off, sometimes it wouldn't record, and so I couldn't really use it as my main video camera. That's why I only used it on a couple of videos, because of those issues, which is a shame. If they'd have finalised this, it would have been absolutely fantastic, because it is a really nice camera and it's a really nice video camera. So I think it would have been the best one that they had ever made. And I still think today it is a shame that they didn't do it. So there you go, everybody. I got a ZI-12, a pre-production unit, before anybody else. Ha 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 ha. It's such a weight, a relief, a weight off my mind. Yes, that's my sister. So yeah, basically, out of desperation, I grabbed hold of every bit of technology I could to review, and I ran out of it really quickly. People seem to be not as interested in the Xperia Play or the Microsoft Live Chat webcam or the Galaxy Tab 2 7-inch or the Sony Bloggy Duo. Man, that was, I tell you, I was desperate. I was so desperate to get stuff to, I mean, the Nikon did pretty well, but I sold that to try and get a GoPro, and that didn't work. So yeah, basically I went to other companies to ask for help, to ask them if they needed my help in reviewing stuff, and they were like, nah, we don't do that. So it all dried up, and that's why, well, that's the main reason why I stopped doing videos on Chris C74, because basically I didn't have the money or the resources or anything to be able to continue with these cameras and stuff. I mean, I did think about going into mobile phones, but again, for the same reason, I didn't have the available funds to buy all these bits of technology. So at the time, I was doing weight loss, so I left the Chris C74 channel and started going into the weight loss stuff. But then, because of various different problems that I was having with my health, I had to stop the weight loss, and so that scuppered those videos. And then about a year and a half ago, I was looking at the Chris C74 weight loss channel, and I just thought, this isn't really what I want to leave on YouTube, because of what basically it was just me going on about how much weight I'd lost that week and what the diet was and all that kind of stuff, and I just didn't really feel like it was me anymore. So I deleted that channel. I did hesitate to start with, but I just felt, that's not really where I want to be or what I want to leave on YouTube, so I decided to get rid of it. I did have my music channel, which is still up, which only has about 3 videos on it, but I'm just not interested in doing music at the moment, so that's kind of been left as it is. And then about 5 years ago, I kind of had an awakening, I suppose you would call it, as far as my Christian beliefs, because I've been a Christian all my life. I was quite heavily involved in a local church, in the youth and in worship, well, music, and even to the point of doing a Bible school, but then I got disheartened with it all. And so, but I've still kept the faith, so to speak. But now, well, 5 years ago, I was sort of like, well, I want some answers, because hell, really, that's a bit rough. And, is God wrathful, and why did Jesus die, and all that kind of stuff. So I started looking into it, and found out some very interesting things, which, if you're interested, you can look on my new channel. Well, it's relatively new. It's about 1.5 years old, I think, now. Which is The Truth for All of Us, which there's probably a link to it somewhere. If you are interested, then I'll link it to you. But yeah, quite interesting things on there. But because of life and the stresses of life and health and all that kind of stuff, I kind of left that channel. And then about 2 years ago, I saw a video on CrossFit, it was the CrossFit Games, and I felt quite inspired by it, because up until that point, the health issues and my weight had really been getting me down, and I sort of really felt like I needed to get back on the wagon, so to speak, and start doing something about it, because for me, with the conditions that I have had to deal with, being overweight is not a good idea. So I've had to try and lose weight whatever way I can. So I looked into CrossFit, I looked into strength training and all that kind of malarkey, and I realised that I couldn't do it. So I was sort of very frustrated about all of that, but I've been following some really good channels, and they sort of keep me inspired. And I even made a new channel called Kings Within, I think it's called, and I haven't put any videos up on it yet, but I hope that sometime in the future that I will actually be able to do some videos on it, because I want to sort of do some videos about fitness, about health, and how you can get fit when you're sick, and you know, how you can still do the exercise and the diets even though you've got conditions to deal with, because that's what I've had to try and get my head around and try and learn, but I'm not quite ready for that yet. So yeah, so as far as my future is concerned, Chris C74, I'm going to leave it as it is. I might do videos like this now and then just to say I'm still alive and things are okay, but I think as far as the Chris C74 channel is concerned, it's kind of, it's not the end. It's just there isn't, at the moment, there isn't anything else that I can do with it, really. Because I don't think you guys are really interested in vlogs or vlogs. And to be honest with you, there isn't really much that happens that's interesting that you guys would be interested in. So I think, as far as I'm concerned, I am just gonna leave it as it is. If you guys comment or message me, and then I'll try and get back to you and try and answer your comments and stuff. But as far as technology, I would say every bit of technology I've reviewed on my channel I no longer own, except for maybe a few Kodak cameras, because I've still got the DC-1. Oh, the trusty DC-1. But other than that, you know, the phones and the tablets and all that kind of stuff that I've reviewed, I don't have them anymore, so I can't really help you guys out. And I don't even have the XS6 or the MO6 anymore, so I can't really help you guys out with that lot either. But I will try and point you in the right direction. As far as my YouTube future is concerned, if I can start, when I can start doing the fitness stuff, then that's probably what I'm going to concentrate on. As far as the religious Christian type channel that I've got, if I feel that if I feel that there is something that I want to share with YouTube, then I will start doing videos on that. But I think at the moment it's a bit heavy going, and I think I would get quite a lot of people that wouldn't be happy with what I've got to say. Because, you know, I used to believe in Christianity the way it is today, and it's not that I don't, it's just that I don't see God in the same way as I used to, because I don't believe that he is like that, because Jesus said that he's not wrathful and he's not gonna roast everyone in hell when they die, and that Jesus isn't coming back at some future point to kill all of the heathens and take back the special few. That, as far as I am aware and from what I found out, that ain't going to happen. And this is quite a huge thing. Everybody's saved. You're saved. You. you, whoever you are, whatever you've done, whatever you believe, whatever sexual orientation you are saved. Yeah, get your head round that one. That was quite a big one for me. Yeah. And the word saved isn't saved from something, it is healed and made whole. And I've gone out of focus. There you go. So I'm not going to rant on anymore. 15 minutes is kind of my limit. So I hope you've sort of made it this far. I'm using the S8 at the moment and it's sort of doing my nutting because of the autofocus, but there you go. So, you know, if anybody is interested in what I've just said about the whole Christianity stuff, and I'm sorry to bring that to this channel because this is relatively a technology channel and you guys probably aren't really interested in that, but I just thought, you know, I just wanted to let you all know, all 14,000 of you and 16, you know, I'm going to see you in heaven when we die, and we can talk about it a lot then because we'll have a lot of time to talk about it. So yeah, now I'm going off on one again and the video is nearly finished. So yeah, okay, I'm all right. I'm getting on with life and things are better now than they've ever been. As far as the Christy74 channel is concerned, I'm just going to leave it as it is. If I get any opportunities or any new technology and I think I'll review it, then I will review it. But as far as I'm concerned, other than maybe a few update videos in the future, I'm just going to leave it as it is, and this is probably going to be the last video for the next 3 years. But yeah, thank you for all your concern. Thank you for all of your messages and your comments and your continued support. And I thank you. I just thank you for all of it. Because you guys have just been brilliant, and you are why I make my videos, or why I used to make my videos. Because I wanted to share with you my thoughts and feelings on what technologies I had and whether they were decent or not, and I wanted to help you guys. It's one of the reasons why I didn't monetize my videos, because I didn't want a load of ads and I didn't want to be manipulated or coerced or moved into a certain direction. I wanted it to be clean and I wanted it to be and sort of like, you know, you can either take it or leave it. I didn't want to be influenced by anybody, and I think I wasn't. I mean, okay, Kodak, they did send me out a lot of cameras, and you know, luckily those cameras were pretty good. I mean, there were a few that didn't work properly, and you know, this one has been giving me a few issues, but that's because it's a pre-production model and it was never put on the shelves. So, you know, but other than that, they've been a really good company, and I've always tried to keep my videos true and, you know, free from all of the ads and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I never monetized. But yeah, I'm going to call it quits now because it's 18 minutes and that's quite a long time for a video. So I hope you're all well. I hope you all have good lives, and I hope you're all doing well for yourselves. And I will probably at some point in the future hopefully do some videos on the fitness channel, but until then, tatty byes, and I'll see you next time. Okay then, bye bye.